In the shadows of 11th century Persian castles lingered a group cloaked more in myth than reality. The Nazari Ismailis, often dubbed merely as assassins, have been objects of dark fascination and grotesque misunderstanding through the corridors of history. Yet, beneath the surface of these tales of stealth and murder lies a complex socio-political entity thriving with its own set of ethics, culture, and governance strategies, which significantly influenced the medieval Islamic world and beyond. In the crevices between historical fact and elaborate fiction, the real story of the Nizari Ismaili state unfolds. A tale not just of covert operations, but of survival, resistance, and political prowess. This essay aims to dismantle the one-dimensional portrayal of the Nazari Ismailis, shedding light on their dual existence as both feared assassins and influential power brokers. The Nizari Ismaili state was born from the schismatic movements within the Islamic world, catalyzed by the visionary leadership of Hassan I Sabah. In the late 11th century, Sabah seized Alamut Castle in the heart of the Alborz Mountains, establishing it as the headquarters of the Nizari Ismailis. This segment delves into the strategic and religious motivations that led to the founding of a state that would become synonymous with secret warfare. It also examines the early challenges faced by the Nizaris, setting the stage for their eventual rise as a political entity with considerable influence. During the 11th century, the Islamic world was fragmented with various dynasties and religious sects vying for power. The Nazari Ismailis not only had to navigate this complex political landscape, but also had to contend with external threats from the Seljuk Turks and the Crusaders. This part contextualizes the strategic decisions of the Nazari Ismailis, exploring how their political maneuvers allowed them to maintain autonomy amidst the tumultuous period. It highlights their diplomatic engagements and occasionally confrontational interactions with neighboring states, demonstrating their acumen in both warfare and diplomacy. The Nazari Ismailis were adherents of a branch of Shia Islam with a rich theological and philosophical tradition. Their beliefs were deeply influenced by the esoteric interpretations of Islam, which prioritize inner knowledge and enlightenment. This section explores the foundational doctrines that influenced Nizari practices and policies. It also contrasts these beliefs with those of other Islamic factions, illustrating how religious and philosophical differences shape the political and social identities of the Nizaris. Leadership within the Nazari Ismaili state was not just a position of power, but a profound spiritual and political responsibility. Figures like Hassan I Sabah and later leaders wielded enormous influence, guiding the Nizaris through periods of both prosperity and peril. This part examines the leadership styles, strategies, and the personal charisma of Nizari leaders. It discusses how their governance methods fostered loyalty and unity among the Ismailis, contributing significantly to the state's resilience and longevity. Assassination, a method infamously associated with the Nazari Ismailis, was both a tactical choice and a psychological tool. Contrary to popular belief, these acts were not random, but were carefully planned to achieve specific political objectives and to instill fear among adversaries. This comprehensive analysis focuses on why and how assassinations were carried out, considering the ethical and psychological dimensions of this strategy. It also discusses the impact of these actions on the Nizari Ismailis' relationships with other political entities and their own internal dynamics. Beyond the notorious assassinations, the Nazari Ismaili state employed a range of military strategies to defend their territories and extend their influence. The fortification of Alamut and other strongholds was critical to their survival in a hostile environment. This segment outlines the various military tactics used by the Nazaris, including their innovative approaches to fortress defense. It also examines how these strategies reflect the Nazaris' broader goals and challenges. The Nizari Ismaili state was a vibrant center of culture, contributing significantly to the arts, literature, and science. Intellectual and artistic pursuits were not only a reflection of their sophisticated society, but also a tool for political and religious expression. This part highlights specific examples of Nizari cultural achievements, exploring how these contributions have been preserved and interpreted over the centuries. It showcases the depth of Nizari civilization, challenging the reductionist view of the Ismailis as merely militant figures. The economic strategies of the Nizari Ismaili state were essential for sustaining their community in the rugged terrains of the Alborz Mountains. Resource management, trade, and agriculture were meticulously organized to ensure the prosperity and self-sufficiency of the Ismailis. This section delves into the economic practices of the Nizari state, exploring how they managed to thrive economically despite the constant threats of warfare and political instability. It also discusses their trading relationships with neighboring regions, which helped them maintain a balanced economy. The social fabric of the Nizari Ismaili state was complex, characterized by a hierarchy that was both functional and symbolic. At the heart of their community was a commitment to social cohesion and mutual support, which played a critical role in their survival and success. This part provides a glimpse into the daily lives of the Nazari Ismailis, exploring the social norms, practices, and the community dynamics that define their society. It also examines the roles of different groups within the state, from the leaders to the common citizens. Education was a cornerstone of Nizari society, with a strong emphasis on both religious and secular learning. The Nazari Ismailis established several schools and libraries within their fortresses, which became centers of intellectual activity. This section explores the educational initiatives of the Nizari state, highlighting their contributions to Islamic scholarship and their efforts to foster a well-informed community. It also discusses the curriculum and the pedagogical approaches used in Nizari educational institutions. The Nazari Ismailis have been the subject of numerous myths and misconceptions, often portrayed as a sinister group obsessed with murder and deceit. These distortions have overshadowed their rich history and contributions to Islamic civilization. This part aims to debunk the most common myths about the Nazari Ismailis using historical evidence and scholarly research. It challenges these sensationalized narratives that have persisted in popular culture, advocating for a more nuanced and accurate understanding of the Nizari legacy. The Nazari Ismailis had complex interactions with the Crusaders, who were simultaneously potential allies and adversaries. These relationships were marked by both conflict and cooperation, influenced by the shifting political and religious landscapes of the time. This section examines the intricate dynamics between the Nazari Ismailis and the crusading forces, exploring the political alliances and military engagements that define their encounters. It provides insight into the strategic considerations of both sides, highlighting the pragmatic aspects of their relations. The decline of the Nizari Ismaili state was the result of both internal challenges and external pressures. The Mongol invasions of the 13th century, in particular, played a crucial role in the eventual downfall of the Nizari stronghold at Alamut. This part discusses the factors that contributed to the decline of the Nizari state, analyzing the political, military, and economic challenges they faced. It also considers the impact of their fall on the region and the legacy they left behind. Despite their eventual decline, the Nazari Ismailis left a lasting imprint on Islamic history. Their innovative approaches to governance, warfare, and culture had a profound influence on the societies around them and on subsequent generations. This section assesses the enduring legacy of the Nazari Ismailis, considering how their contributions have been recognized and appreciated in modern Islamic scholarship. It also reflects on the role of the Nazaris in the broader narrative of Islamic history, highlighting their place as a significant, though often misunderstood, force. The image of the Nizari Ismailis in modern media and literature is often shaped by stereotypes and historical inaccuracies. These portrayals influence how contemporary audiences perceive not only the Nizaris, but also broader aspects of Islamic history. This part explores the depiction of the Nazari Ismailis in films, books, and other media, analyzing the impact of these portrayals on public understanding. It also discusses the potential consequences of these representations for the perception of Islamic history and culture. The Nazari Ismailis can be compared to other revolutionary or secretive groups throughout history, providing valuable insights into the nature of such organizations. This comparative analysis helps to contextualize the Nizari strategies and achievements, offering a broader perspective on their historical role. This section draws parallels between the Nazari Ismailis and other similar groups, exploring common themes and divergent strategies. It considers what can be learned from these comparisons, both in terms of historical understanding and contemporary relevance. Despite extensive scholarship, many aspects of the Nizari Ismaili state remain underexplored. Future research can provide deeper insights into their society, culture, and political strategies, enriching our understanding of their historical significance. This part outlines potential areas for further academic investigation, highlighting the gaps in current research and the questions that remain unanswered. It encourages scholars to delve deeper into the Nizari legacy, exploring the less examined facets of their history and contributions. The Nazari Ismailis were much more than the shadowy figures of popular imagination. This essay has endeavored to present a comprehensive and nuanced portrayal of the Nazari Ismaili state, emphasizing their role as a politically astute, culturally rich, and strategically innovative power in medieval Islam. In concluding, it is crucial to recognize the importance of reevaluating historical narratives to understand fully the complexities of past civilizations. The story of the Nizari Ismailis is a testament to the richness of Islamic history and the diversity of its people and ideologies.